My parents charged me rent, then told me to sleep on the couch again. I came home from work exhausted. 12-hour shift, feet hurting. All I wanted was to shower and crash in my own bed. The second I walked through the front door, my mom hit me with, "Hey, your cousins are staying over tonight, so we need your room." I just stood there staring at her, because I knew exactly what that meant. Again, growing up, every single time people from my dad's side visited, I was the one kicked out of my room. Not my brothers, never them, me. Didn't matter if there were one guest or six. I'd end up on the couch while my brothers stayed comfortable in their rooms playing video games. Sometimes they'd shove air mattresses into my room too. Guests everywhere, no privacy, no warning. And every time I complained, my parents acted like I was selfish. It's just for family. Be respectful. Stop making a big deal out of it. Last year, I finally snapped and told them how unfair it was. I thought they actually listened. My parents sat me down and said, "We understand now. We'll do better." Then I turned 18, started working full-time, started paying rent, and I made one thing crystal clear. If I'm paying for this room, nobody gets to kick me out of it anymore. They agreed. At least that's what they said. So hearing my mom casually tell me to give up my room again after work, yeah, I lost it. I said, "No, I pay rent now. I'm not sleeping on the couch." And my dad immediately got defensive. "It's our house," he snapped. "We decide what happens here." That sentence pissed me off so bad I actually laughed. Our house? Funny how it was our house when they wanted rent money, but suddenly just their house when I wanted basic respect. I tried to stay calm. I reminded them about our agreement. I reminded them how many times this had happened growing up. I reminded them none of my brothers had ever been forced out of their rooms. You know what my dad said? "Because you're the oldest. Stop acting like a victim." Meanwhile, my younger brothers were literally sitting there watching the whole thing happen while pretending not to listen. One of them actually smirked. That made it worse. I looked around the room and realized nobody cared, not even a little. To them, my space had never really been mine, even after paying for it. Then my mom hit me with, "It's only for a few nights. Don't embarrass us in front of family." Embarrass them? After years of treating me like some extra furniture they could move around whenever guests showed up? Nah. I pulled out my phone right there and called my grandparents. My mom thought I was bluffing. My dad rolled his eyes and walked away like I was being dramatic. Then my grandma answered. I asked, "Do you guys have room for me?" She didn't even hesitate. "Of course we do." That's when everything changed. An hour later, my grandparents pulled into the driveway, and suddenly my parents realized I was serious. My grandpa walked into the house carrying boxes while my grandma started helping me pack clothes. The whole atmosphere turned insane. My mom kept saying, "Wait, what are you doing?" My dad followed me into my room yelling, "You can't just leave like this." I looked around at my room, the room I paid for, the room they were literally trying to hand over to relatives again. And honestly, I felt done, completely done. I started unplugging my stuff, TV game console, laptop. My brothers just stood in the hallway staring like they were watching some reality show. Then my aunt and cousins showed up. Perfect timing. They walked in carrying bags and instantly froze seeing my entire bedroom getting emptied into boxes. The house got dead quiet, and my mom looked mortified. She rushed over whispering, "Can you not do this right now? You're making everyone uncomfortable." I said, loud enough for everybody to hear, "I'm uncomfortable too every time I get kicked out of my room." Nobody said a word after that. Not my cousins, not my aunt, not even my dad. And honestly, the silence felt good. My grandpa grabbed another box and asked, "Anything else?" My dad finally exploded. "You're acting like a child. Real renters give notice before moving out." That one almost made me laugh in his face. I said, "Real renters also get to use the room they're paying for." His face turned bright red. Then my mom tried guilt instead. "You're seriously leaving your family over this? Over this?" No, not over one night. Over years of being treated like the disposable kid. Over years of my brothers getting protected while I got pushed aside. Over finally paying for my own space and still being told I didn't matter. I grabbed the last box off my desk and headed for the front door. My dad followed me all the way outside, still ranting. "You're being dramatic. You're humiliating us. You're making the family think we're bad parents." Right as I loaded the final box into my grandpa's car, one of my cousins walked past carrying his suitcase toward the house. He looked at me awkwardly and said, "Wait, they made you give up your room?" Before I could answer, my grandpa slammed the trunk shut and said, "Not anymore."